Let's work through one more example. So parallel and perpendicular through a point. Let's say we wanted both. To this given line through this point. Let's start with parallel. So parallel means same slope. So same slope means we'd have an m of 2/3. So a slope of 2/3, a point of -2/1, means we would have y equals mx plus b, y of 1 equals 2/3 x of 2, -2, plus b. 1 equals -4/3 plus b. Add 4/3, add 4/3. So b equals 4/3 plus 1. But instead of 1, so I'm going to do 2 steps in 1 and write it as 3/3, which is the same as 1, so it has a common denominator. So we get a total of 7/3 for b. So our final line would be y equals 2/3 x plus 7/3. So this line, parallel to that one, so same slope, through a given point. If we were to look at these graphically, we would have a coordinate system. And graphing the first one, we would start at -1, go up 2/3, up 2/3, and put a line through it. So there's line 1. Line 2, start at 7/3. Well, that's 2 1/3. So if we come up 2 1/3, we're roughly here. We're going to go up 2/3, and so we're going to have a line that looks like this. Notice, parallel to each other. Now, say we want to make perpendicular to this line through this given point. We're going to pull it off to the side. So I'm going to rewrite them so we can do it again with perpendicular. So we want perpendicular through y equals 2/3 x minus 1 through the point -2, 1. So perpendicular means reciprocal slope, or -3/2. Y of 1 equals m of -3/2 x of -2 plus b. 1 equals, so when these two times, these cancel and I'm left with +3 plus b minus 3 to both sides gives me b of -2. So y equals -3/2 x minus 2 would be our final equation of the line. So if we want to graph these two on the same coordinate system, we would start with the first one had, if you remember, 2/3 x minus 1, so -1, so we come down 1. Slope of 2/3 means we come up 2/3, and we have that first line again, same as before. That one hasn't changed. Now if we graph our second line, we start at -2, down 3, so 1, 2, 3, over 2. So we have a line that looks like this. And they form a 90-degree angle. Both these lines go through the point -2, 1, and our second one being perpendicular to it through the point, our first set being parallel to it through the point.